An Alexandria family and community are torn apart following a violent weekend. A man allegedly killed his 14-year-old brother, his uncle, and shot his cousin's fiance. David Winter helps untangle the tragedy.
A makeshift memorial outside a home in a quiet rural Kentucky neighborhood. What happened here in Alexandria over the weekend is as unspeakable as it is unbelievable. This is what it looked like Friday in the late afternoon. Shots fired in the home on Cottonwood Court. 3 people hit, 1 lives to tell the story. The alleged shooter, an 18-year-old man who lived at the home. His relatives are the victims. This will give you a better idea of where this all took place. A subdivision in the upper left corner of the inset is where the shooting occurred. The person who lived walked out to Ridgewood Drive, where a woman found him, rendered first aid, and called 911.
I see blood, I automatically freak out, because I've been in nursing my whole life. So I stopped my car, I put the man in my car, tourniquets, I started, pressuring the blood. And while I'm doing that, and he is almost in my car, is when the black car came around the corner, and that's when he screamed, "That's him, that's Richard."
Police say the suspect drove the car to the end of the subdivision and into another cul-de-sac, where he abandoned it and took off running. He ended up on Washington Trace Road, where police arrested him about 10 hours after the shooting. This is the man they arrested, 18-year-old Richard Fessler. This family tragedy is difficult to understand, so we built a family tree of sorts to make things clearer. The suspect, Richard Fessler, has been arrested. He had a 14-year-old brother. Fessler allegedly killed him. Fessler also had an uncle, 47-year-old Brian Cornelius. He allegedly killed him too. Cornelius had a daughter. She had a fiancé, Derek Johnson. Fessler allegedly shot him twice. Johnson now recovering at UC Medical Center. We spoke to a family member who tells us Richard Fessler, the suspect, went to school here at Campbell County High School but dropped out. His little brother, who he allegedly killed, was still a freshman here. A student tells us they had a moment of silence this morning for the little brother, and a school employee says counselors were available for students. As for the family at this home who lived through this, the healing is just beginning. In Alexandria, David Winter, Local 12 News.
Police have not released a motive for this shooting. Fessler is due in court tomorrow morning.